What if Deku was a villain? Part 4. So where I left off, Deku just raged out and just beat Todoroki like easy. Yeah, that happened. So, Bakugo fights Tokiyami. Same thing happens. And now it's Ida versus Deku. Deku's just like, you really think you're gonna beat me after I just beat Todoroki, who's clearly strong? And he's just like, yeah, you'll see about that. As he runs at Deku. And Deku, knowing what he's about to do, just jumps up in the air as Ida yells reciprocal burst. And Ida's like, what? How'd you know I'd do that? Because I saw you do it in the cavalry battle. As Deku puts his hand right on top of Ida's head, sends a wind current, sending him down, which places him inside the like arena stage thing, and Ida's unconscious by this, and he says, maybe you shouldn't have tried to do that so quickly. Thought you were supposed to be smart. As President Mike's like, Izuku Midoriya is the winner. Tenya Ida is the loser. So, like, people come out and try and get Ida out of, like, the thing, but they can't. So, like, they end up having to, like, dig him out. And Deku's just, like, watching this happen, kind of, like, just laughing. Like, wow, didn't think that happened. So, now, so basically, it's now Bakugo versus Izuku Midoriya. Now, since Bakugo didn't really know Izuku that well, so basically, he only knew him when he was 4. So, like, Bakugo kind of knows who he is, but not fully, because he doesn't know that, like, he didn't know Deku ever got a quirk, because, like, after Deku got his quirk, he left, so, like, and Bakugo's just pissed off that his, like, childhood friend left. He's like, why'd you leave after all that time? Why'd you just disappear? He's like, what do you mean disappear? And he's like, you just disappeared after your mom and villain died, and that villain who killed your mom died. What happened? Everyone thought you were dead. And Izuku's just like, well, I don't know, Kachan. Why don't you try and decide? So, yeah. So so they end up fighting, and he's about to clash right into Bakugo, but right before he could clash right into Bakugo, a black mist stops right in front of Deku, and Deku just falls right in. He's like, what the hell? Because he and Uraraka don't actually know what's happening. So a black mist just consumes Deku, and then, like, Uraraka in the stand seeing this, like, what the heck? And then a black mist consumes her too, and she's like, what the heck? She's just like, what the hell? And she falls in too. So now they're like, back at the bar, and they're like, what the hell, Shigaraki? Why'd you pull us out from that? And he says, oh, we just kidnapped you. We're sending in a bunch of Nomus down now. So they send in a bunch of Nomus, and, like, everyone's just going crazy as, like, Bakugo starts to blast them off, and, like, they're just like, what the hell? And Endeavor going down there jumps down and just starts to take the Nomus on, and All Might jumps down and says, I am here. And then Endeavor's like, All Might, stay out of this. This isn't your job. You shouldn't do this right now. And so All Might's just like, fine. You can have all the credit, NG. So, Endeavor just starts firing a bunch of fire blasts all around him at the Nomus. And Todoroki actually joins in, but with his ice, basically. And, like, Uraraka and Izuku are just, like, there. Like, I wonder what the hell he actually decided to freaking pull us out like that. They're just wondering. So that actually ends up passing, and the day after, they say they have another couple weeks to take off and train and stuff. Like, everyone's still sad that they lost, like, 2 people, and they're still, like, wondering, why do the villains want them so much? Like, are they trying to convince them to join the sides or something? Because they know how much Deku and Uraraka actually wanted to be heroes. So, like, they just don't understand, like, why they'd want them so much if they have, like, if they're a hero at heart. So, they're confused, because remember at the start of the story, they actually kidnapped Izuku and Uraraka, even though Izuku knew it was going to happen. They also captured Uraraka, because Izuku liked Uraraka. She also liked him, and she said she'd stay with him forever, and now they're basically dating and stuff. And Uraraka is with Deku now, basically. Well, she's been with Deku as a villain and stuff, and, like, nobody expected it. So, everyone's just sad. And, like, they go out looking for them, but not finding any of them. And they're just really, really sad. They're like, dang it, how could we let our friends go? Like, they're all sad. And basically, that all passes, and now it's the time for the finals. Like, they're still sad about Izuku and Uchaka actually, like, disappearing. But the day before that, I'm going to say they were actually because they knew they needed them to go to the training camp. They knew there was probably going to be something after the training camp. So they let them out for, like, finals or something. So they let them out maybe, like, a week earlier. And they were actually found by a couple pro heroes lying, Zuko basically lying with his arm around Ochaku again. And the pro heroes are like, what the hell? This happened again? So Zuko just wakes up, like, what the heck? And he's like, oh shit. And he's like, oh shit. And seeing that his arms around Raka, and she wakes up and she's like, what? And they just basically start blushing, even though they're dating, basically, because they're in front of pro heroes. And they're like, what the heck happened? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I can't really remember. All I remember was being strapped in a chair with Uraraka in a chair behind me, and them asking us to become villains and stuff. And they're like, jeez, these guys never learn. So they end up taking him back to UA, and no, they never told the students about that. And, like, right before the finals were to begin, Uraraka and Izuku walk in like, yo, because they were being questioned by heroes. They're like, yo, did we miss anything? And they're like, what the heck? How are you guys already back? And they're like, oh, we just got found like a week ago. So, yeah. And now it's time for the finals. And I'm going to say it's actually Izuku and Uraraka against All Might. Weird change, but okay. Weird force, but okay. So, basically, they're fighting All Might. And All Might's just like, you guys are fools. And Izuku just smiles at Uraraka, and she smiles back and says, oh, really? As she touches Deku with her 5 fingers, making him fly up. He pushes wind down, and then pushes it to the side of him, making him go flying. And then he's like, what are you doing, trying to escape without your partner? And he says, nope, as Uraraka yells release. He floats down, and, like, basically, it looks like he's doing a Kamehameha wave, but he does, like, the hand movement and just fires a massive wind right at All Might, hitting him right in the stomach, sending him go flying. And Uraraka makes both of them light. So Deku, since they're both light, he can't actually propel Uraraka, so he just grabs Uraraka and then puts one, because he's holding Uraraka with one hand and puts one hand out and just blasts it. And he blasts it behind him, making him go flying towards the exit. And All Might's like, not so fast, as Deku drops Uraraka, pulls out handcuffs out of his pocket, and just puts it right on All Might as he goes flying into a building, as Uraraka's just floating down carefully. And he's like, ha, you fell right into my trap, All Might. And All Might's like, well played. And before All Might could notice that all of his restraints were broken, and he's like, what the heck? Wait, did I not have any restraints on? And Izuku just lifts up he was wearing pants, so he lifts up he just takes off his shoe to show all of the weights on his leg, and everyone was shocked by this. Like, what the heck? That kid's, how was he holding all of the restraints? Sorry about that, guys. My cat just jumped right up on my table. But everyone was shocked that he was holding just all of All Might's restraints on like his legs. Like, they were just shocked at this, and they're like, how'd you manage to beat All Might even though you had all the restraints on? And he's like, so easy. I don't see how those were actually restraints. As Deku just snaps them with 2 fingers, and everyone's shocked, like, I thought you're supposed to have, like, some wind manipulation cord, not a strength cord. He's like, yeah, I know. I've just trained my body so much. And, like, All Might's just shocked by this, but not very surprised, because he knows how strong Deku really is. So, all of the rounds go the exact same. Basically, the same people don't pass, like Suro, Kirishima, Mina, can't believe Mineta passed, though. That was surprising. But, like, all the people passed besides those 5. So that ends up happening. And now, like, all of them are sad that they're not going to get to go to, training camp. And then Mr. Azal walks in and says, don't worry, all of you are going to get to go to the training camp besides going to summer school. And, like, the 5 just cheer, and then Aizawa just smirks and says, but you're going to have to do extra classes instead of doing the fun things. And he just smiles. So, that passes. And Deku and Uraraka go back to the bar, and they're planning that during the hero camp, when they basically see Dobby's flame, to run to the forest to see what it is. So that's basically their plan. As soon as they see Dobby's flames, they're going to run right into the forest to see what the heck it is. So it's a simple but easy plan, and then they're just going to start trying to kill as many people as possible. Not kill, but, like, capture and stuff. So, yeah, they get on the bus. The next day they get on the bus, go to the training camp. And, like, so basically, all of the Wild Wild Pussycats are there, and they push them down the mountain. Besides Izuku and Ochako, and Izuku's holding Uraraka as she's using her quirk to make them lighter, and Deku just smirks at the heroes and just flies off using his wind, and they're like, what the heck? Is that kid seriously holding that girl, just, like, helping her or something? Or are they dating? Like, the Wild Pussycats are just like, so confusing. And then, like, I think, or the blonde one, can't really remember their name. I think it was, what's it called? I can't remember, but she's like, I think they're dating, just yells out. So Deku and Uraraka get to the training camp, like, 3 hours before everyone, just like, yeah, we did it. And they're just waiting there because the heroes haven't even arrived, because they actually went out to get something to eat for lunch because they knew that none of them would come back for a while, besides Deku and Uraraka, because they saw that happen. So yeah, that happens. And I'm actually going to do the fun part tomorrow. What if Deku was a villain part 5 tomorrow. And I'd just like to say thank you guys for 200 subscribers. Still don't know what to do, like, for a special or anything. Like, I'm just confused. I've never actually, like, done this well on YouTube. So I really don't know what to do. And if I actually get this series done quickly today, or quickly this week, I think I can actually release a, What if Deku was a Legendary Super Saiyan part 10, which I know a lot of you guys wanted, just because Deku and Uraraka ended up getting married in that, basically, I'd say. And I think you guys just wanted to, like, hear them have kids and stuff. So if I do get this series done quickly, which I should, because I think I'm going to do the training camp and the fight with All For One, which is basically the end in this. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and give me your suggestions. See you guys, bye.